Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies Tier Lists. Today we have the plants. Now, there's a lot more of them, but at least I know them all. So let's get started. Alright, first we have the clover. Now, here's the thing about the clover. He's really only useful in the fog levels, or when there's a balloon guy. If there's not that, if there's not a balloon guy or it's not a fog level, he's pretty much useless. I would put him in situational, and we do have that now. We have situational, and we have F, and we have S and S plus, and this is a much bigger tier. But he's just not that good. He can go to like F tier because there's much easier ways to handle a balloon guy or fog. Now we have the cabbage pole. Now the cabbage pole, he's great, alright. He's pretty much a better pea shooter in every way. He deals decent damage. He has, he's got better damage than the corn. He's the beef, alright? He's the beef, but he's the cabbage. He can go straight to B tier where he belongs. And now we got the cactus. The cactus is really only good for one thing, and I don't understand why a lot of people like him so much. He literally pops, he pops balloons and balloons only, and he doesn't even do that much damage. I would say he's the better way to deal with a balloon guy, but is he really? I mean, I said the clover's worse. I guess he is, so I mean, he can get a D tier, but other than that, he's not very good. Now we have the cattail. The cattail, it's an upgrade to your lily pad, but is it that good? It just shoots little spikes out. I mean, they're like homing spikes. It's alright. It can go C tier. The cherry bomb, the very first instinctual point you get. He blows up a radius. He can get S plus tier. He's great, alright? He's a great guy. He blows up a whole bunch of zombies. He's there for a last resort. The only times I can see him sucking is on the roof levels. The chomper is terrible, but he's terrible in a good way, He's not bad like the garlic or the marigold levels bad. Like this guy, he's pretty funny, alright? He eats zombies, he bites the zombies, and goes like, oh, he eats their heads, he eats them. But then he takes forever, so he can still get F tier. This is a corn cannon. It can go to A tier because like it's a cannon. It shoots corn out of it. It's a corn cannon. That's something you just need to understand. It's very powerful, but you also need like 3 of these. Where's the corn? 3 of these corns to make him. But other than that, he's still pretty good. Now we have the coffee bean. The coffee bean, if you don't know, is used to wake up these plants, which are night plants. In the daytime, I could see them being slightly useful, like the Hypno Shroom, or maybe the Ice Shroom, especially the Ice Shroom or the Doom Shroom, where you could have them sitting there like a bomb just waiting to blow up, and maybe the Magnet Shroom later. But other than that, there's not too many. Like this is never going to be used again. This guy's not really that useful, neither is this guy or this guy. But I mean, you get these guys on the roof level, or around that, where this guy, he's not going to be used very much on the roof, and this guy is really the only one that would be good there. So, I mean, I'm just going to put him at, I'll put him at D tier. He's not the worst. He could have some definite improvements. Now we have the Doom Shroom. He's basically like, I'm pretty sure he just blows up every zombie on the screen. He's pretty good, but he leaves a crater in the ground that takes forever. I think if you're on the roof and you get a coffee bean, he's good. I don't really know. I'll put him at B tier since he is pretty good. I'll put him at A tier. He's pretty good. But if you're on the roof level, which is really where he shines, you're going to need the coffee bean. Now we have the pot. So the pot is, it's necessary for the roof levels. You actually don't have this for the first few like levels. I don't think you can place it on the grass, but I've never tried. I'm just gonna put it as situational since, you know, it's on the roof. It goes on the roof. You have to have it, but it's only for the roof. The fume shroom, I love the fume shroom. I already said this. I love this guy. All right, he's not as good as the puff shroom right here, but he's still pretty good. I would put him at A tier. I like him a lot. Now I got the garlic. Oh, the garlic. I used to think this guy would move each zombie in a set direction. No, he does not do that. He moves them in separate directions. So whenever I have my whole thing set up, or I'll like have an onion in the middle or a garlic in the middle, and then on the side I'll have 2 squash just sitting there. Yeah, well, guess what? That doesn't work because maybe he'll go to the other side and there won't be anything there. He is getting D tier where he belongs. You know, no, he gets F tier. Now we have the Gatling Pea. We already know where the Gatling Pea is going. He's going straight to S tier. He is so good. Actually, S plus tier. He is so good. Oh my god, he's so good. Having the ability to shoot like 70 peas in like a row, that is just phenomenal. I don't know why you wouldn't want this guy. The only problem is that they're really expensive, and you have to use repeaters, not just pea shooters. Now we have this guy. That's like, I don't remember what he's called, but he's basically just like the puff shroom. He just shoots in like different. He's like an upgraded version of the fume shroom. You have to have that upgrade. So you use that on the freaking fume shroom, and then he'll, I guess, be upgraded. He's not very good. I'll put him at D tier. This guy, he just sucks. There's no use to having this. This is a gold magnet. The only time I can see this being good is if you have the marigold and you really need to farm coins for some reason. Other than that, like, I don't know why you would ever use this. I mean, you're just wasting a magnet that you used a coffee bean on in the daytime. F tier, he sucks. There's really no right place to put the Grave Buster other than situational. He just has to go there. He eats the graves. You only have graves in the night levels. It's as simple as that. You never use him again outside of the night levels. Hypno Shroom, I love the Hypno Shroom. I love having zombies on my side, but they have to be a cool zombie. If it's a bad zombie, then the Hypno Shroom's bad too. If it's just a regular zombie, you don't want that, because every time you hypnotize a regular zombie, there's like a bucket behind him that you obviously wanted to have there. I'm gonna put him at B tier since he can be really good, but he's just not, you know, good enough. Especially since you have to, like, for more zombies in the day, you have to wake this guy up with a coffee bean. Now we have the Ice Shroom. The Ice Shroom's really good. I'm gonna put him at S tier. He freezes every zombie on the screen. Plus, just like the Doom Shroom, these guys both on the level, on the roof levels, these guys, or in the fog, wait, no, the fog's night, on the roof levels, these guys can be set like timed detonations. You know, you put them down, you can put a coffee bean on them, they blow up. You can just keep them sitting there. Imitator. I hate the Imitator, alright? It's just an extra version of another plant. The only time I can see it being good is with like a walnut. I can wait for other things. Maybe a walnut or squash. Or a tall nut, I guess. Just like really things that have a long time. You can see it here. The chili pepper, he's good. But he kills a lane of zombies more than like a radius of zombies. So that's why he's not getting S plus tier. He can get S tier because he's still good. He's just not as good as the cherry bomb. Now the corn. I love the corn. I think he's great. The corn is a great guy. He can go to B tier with the cabbage. He flicks butter. It stuns zombies. That's great. Alright. I need some time in my life where if there's a Gargantuar, I can have 60,000 corns that keep stunning him. That right there, that is just what makes me happy. The lily pad, I mean, what could you really, where else could you put the lily pad other than situational? It's only used in the pool levels. That's what these three characters, these three plants are literally designed for. This is for the pool, this is for the nighttime, and this right here, this is for the roof. Now we have the Magnet Shroom. I hate the Magnet Shroom. I still think it's worthy of a D tier though, because it can still suck stuff away from people. The Marigold. Why would you use this? It spawns coins. Unless you're using it with this guy and you're for some reason needing to farm coins, then whatever, man. It gets F tier because it sucks. Watermelon Pole. Yeah, he's very good. He can get S+ tier. Not only is he the most powerful of the catapults, this guy deals so much damage, and oh my god, it's so good. Especially if you have the ice one, that just really tops it all off. You have frozen watermelon smashing across people's skulls. Listen, I love the pea shooter just as much as the next guy, but he's not very good. He's not very powerful. You get so many more powerful plants. It's nice to have him, but the corn and the cabbage pole are both the same price and are better. So he can get C tier just because he's not as good as either of them. I know he's like reliable for you until you get up to the roof level, but then he's pretty much just not there. Why even bother using him? Again, this is situational. The Plantern, only used in the fog levels. Nowhere else. No other reason to use it. Potato Mine. The Potato Mine, you have to stop using it on the roof levels. But does this make the Potato Mine bad? Or I think you can actually put it in pots. I don't know. This doesn't make the Potato Mine bad. The only problem is it's not as good as the Cherry Bomb or the Chili Bomb. So it can get A tier since it has to sit there and have to wait for it to detonate. But I do love seeing the athlete zombies try to jump over Walnut, and then they land right on top of this guy. Now you have the Puff Shroom. I love the Puff Shroom. He's probably my favorite plant in the game. If you have like 6,000 of these guys, they cost no money, and they have such a fast recharge. At the night, my field will literally usually just be all Puff Shrooms. S+ tier. Even though he heals little damage, if you have like 6,000 of these guys, they can kill like a buckethead zombie faster than like 3 pea shooters could. Pumpkin. The pumpkin is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely phenomenal. This protects any of your plants that you don't want to put a walnut in front of. And you can put this on a walnut or a tall nut, or whatever they're called, whichever one you want. Put it on there, boom, invincible, never dies. It's so good, it can get S tier. Not S+ tier, because the tall nut I would say is just better. The Repeater. The Repeater is pretty good. Is he better than the catapults? No, not at all. He can still have C tier. Is he better than the pea shooter? Yes, very much. Scaredy Shroom. This guy he's pretty useless. You could use the Fume Shroom, or you could use the Puff Shroom, or you could even use a pea shooter. There's no real point to having this guy. He gets scared if a zombie is near him on any row, as long as if it's near him, and there's like 3 rows. Okay, like, I'm trying to portray this. So we put the Scaredy Shroom here, and then around him are like imagine this is a zombie. Okay, imagine that there's one of that on each side of him. He would just get scared either way. So no matter what, he's always going to be scared unless these were also rows. Those he does not get scared of. Either way, he still sucks and can still get a D tier since he does not deserve to have anything higher than that. The Sea Puff or the Sea Shroom or whatever he's called, this guy, he is phenomenal. He's amazing for the water levels. You don't even need lily pads if you have this guy. Number one, he is I'm pretty sure he's free. I don't think he costs any money. He has a longer recharge rate, but he is overpowered. You don't even need lily pads with this guy. He is only used in the pool levels, which is kind of a shame. That's gonna have to drop his grade down to B for me. He's still very good. He is a water puff shroom. Frozen pea, snow pea. The snow pea is very good, and every time I think of snow pea, I think of snap pea. I really like him. He shoots frozen peas, freezes zombies. They don't move for like a year and a half. It's phenomenal. It's great. He's awesome. He gets S+ tier, right up there with the Gatling pea. Now we have these two. I'm gonna put this one before this because this one comes first. This one just doesn't make sense. This is the rock, like, spike thing. This is the regular spike weed, or whatever it's called. This is very good, since most things can't kill it. The only thing that really can kill it is a Zamboni, or a Zamboni, that's pretty much it. Or like maybe a Gargantuar, but I don't think they can spawn that early on. S plus tier, very good. This one's just the better version of that. S plus tier, even better. This one is situational. It shoots both ways, but it's only in certain situations where you'll need that. Squash, amazing. It's just a planned, like cherry bomb, or chili pepper. Depends on which one you're like thinking of. I would say more of a chili bomb, but it only more like this. It kills them in one like lane, and it only kills one. Sunshroom, situational. It's just a worse sunflower. It's not very good. The actual sunflower, S plus tier. This is very good. It's probably the best plant in the game. You need it for almost every level. Tall Nut, S tier. He's very good, especially if you put a pumpkin on this guy. Never dies. Literally will never die. He has more health. He stops people from getting over him. He is absolutely phenomenal. Tangle Kelp. He's just not very good. I don't like him. He's just an insta-kill plant for the water when you could just, use a squash or anything else. 3 triple P, whatever it's called. This is very good. This is very good. I like this one a lot. A lot of people don't agree with that statement, but this guy, he shoots 3 lanes. Put this guy next to the pool, in the pool level, one on each side of the pool. Whew, nothing can stop you. Add this guy into the mix too, Torchwood. Very, very phenomenal. Very good. I actually am going to put him in A tier, not S tier, because he is good. And while he is good, he does pretty much need to always have a pumpkin on him, otherwise he will die. Double sunflower, better sunflower. S plus tier. This guy. This is... wrong plant. This guy is situational. I mean, he's not bad, but he's not very good either. He's only used on the roof level to stop the bungee zombies in the basketballs, and then he's never used for like any other level. So, Walnut, A tier. He's not as good as his older brother, but he is very good. This Starfruit, I honestly forget the Starfruit exists. He's very bad. He is very bad. We don't need a plant that shoots randomly in like the worst directions for it to shoot in. D tier, since it's not as bad as some of these ones, but boy is it up there. That is the tier list. All of the plants put into a tier list. In my opinion, I believe this is correct. I don't think I need to make any changes to it. I might possibly move I would say that I might move the imitator down to situational, but other than that, that's about it.